Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chicks and Salsa. How are we tonight, ladies?
Well,
Great. How
I'm
are you?
great. Jen's driving, and we're missing a couple of our ladies tonight, but we want to draw attention to the fact that Megan and Dawn are not here, but we love them still anyway.
Yes, of course. I mean, last week it was Dawn and I, and we held down the fort, just the two of us. We had so much fun, though. I mean, we missed you, ladies, I will admit, but we had fun too.
Y'all did have fun.
We did. Hey, this is fun, isn't it?
It was a good conversation. It
It
is
was.
fun.
It was. It
I
was.
love our show because of that.
Well,
Exactly.
if it's not fun, there's no sense in us doing it. So,
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, so Miss Jen, tell us, how is your week going so far?
Yesterday was nice. I was off all day, so I spent the day at the hospital with my husband. So, pretty
Nice.
chill. How about yours?
Mine, I worked beyond. Some of you might know I work for a bank. I'm not going to even go into who or what, but my bank decided a couple years ago to be open on Columbus Day, but they decided to give us an extra personal day instead. So I get to choose when I want to use that day, as opposed to it being specified. This is the day that we're closed and all that. So honestly, I like it better that way because I can pick and choose. So I'm okay with it. And some people thought we were closed, so we weren't as busy as some normal Mondays, especially. But that kind of meant was another Monday, Tuesday, because people that thought we were closed, then everybody came in today and was like, ooh, ouch. But anyways, it was all good because I'm here talking with you ladies, and my day has gotten a lot better now. So
oh,
how about your week?
Yay.
for me, I work in a retail. I'm not in a retail position, but I'm in a retail based company, and it was a Monday for me. So, I mean, yay! Uh, I could have taken it off, but then I'd have to use my PTO, and it's just a Monday for me. So I rolled
Right.
with it. Before we dive deeper into because we want to make sure we get as much of our conversation done before Miss Candy has to jump into another show, we wanted to do a tip off or hats off to the Aces for the WNBA Finals champion. We do want to bring, Asia is amazing. She was the regular season MVP. She was a Finals MVP, and she got a team achievement because she helped lead the team to their third championship in 4 years. Quite honestly, I am so excited for them, but I'm glad that the championships are going to Davis's Aces instead of his football team. Sorry, had to throw the jab out there. I mean, you thought it was really cute that they are cool that they brought the trophy to the Raiders game, and me snidely thinking, well, at least one of those teams will have a championship trophy in that building.
You know Phil is going to get you for that, right, Carrie?
He will. He will. He will. I set myself up for that one, but
And hey, any Raiders fans out there, if you're not following Phil Jones on X, give him a follow at Phil Jones NFL. Okay, sorry, that's my shout out to make your land blasting a little easier, Carrie.
y'all have to send them. I love you, Bob. Text after we get off this because
yes, I know you will.
I talk daily, and I'm pretty sure that I will get a grumble out of that little snide remark I made.
I do want to shout out to Becky Hammond because we all thought that there was a chance she was going to take a job in the NBA as a head coach, although she hasn't gotten that yet. We all thought, since she was an interim, but then she went on to, and look what she's done with the Aces. Like, look at the success that she's had. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see her in the next couple of years back in the NBA. As a head coach and as the first female head coach. Like, that would be awesome and wonderful. But I just want to do a quick shout out to her for that because that's an amazing accomplishment.
On that note, honestly, like I put Don Staley, the head coach of women's college basketball at University of South Carolina Gamecocks, and Coach Kara Lawson, head coach of USA basketball, as well as head coach of Duke University, and she took them to their first ACC championship in like 25 years, I think. It was either 15 or 25 years last year. And Megan and I were fortunate enough to be there for that. But, I mean, those three ladies just, honestly, to me, are like the epitome of coaching.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that statement 100%.
I agree too. I mean,
I did appreciate the fact that the crowd was not very impressed, and I'm not even going to mention her name, with the commissioner's statement at the championship. Ladies of the W, we all see you. We're standing with you.
yeah, that league is going to be interesting going forward. How they navigate through their contract negotiations and stuff like that, and whether there actually would be a lockout.
So Megan is convinced there is, and I'll go more into this when I talk some about the tip-off. But I will say, last week, CBS Sports writer was sitting behind Megan and I, and she totally jacked Megan's question. Like, it was so bad. I just texted her and I was like, just like CBS Sports to do that. Sorry.
Nope, you're
Well,
good.
everybody wants to be like Megan. Who doesn't?
Right?
I mean,
She
that's
is
why
our queen
we
of
have her on the
queens.
show, right? We're smart. We know who the smart people are to have on our show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's transition over to Candy's current. I believe she's even wearing the representation of a shirt of her team.
I am. I even have a little bracelet here that says Brewers, and it's got a little. You can't see the logo there, but there's the logo. And yeah, my sister-in-law gave that to me. But if you don't know, everybody knows. I mean, I'm from Wisconsin. I'm a Milwaukee Brewers fan through and through. Sorry, Jen. I know we beat up on your Cubbies and knocked them out.
We need a good comeback.
Yes, you
we
did.
We needed a good series.
You made it a good series, yes.
Yeah, just one in the end. But now I need you to win it all. If you're going to take my Cubs out, I need the Brewers to win it all.
Hey,
please.
Want to. I mean, last night it didn't start out that well. And I'm going to give kudos. Like, Blake Snell pitched hell of a game. He pitched all the first 8 innings, and he only gave up 1 hit. Like that, to do that in a regular season game these days is a lot. But then to do it in the postseason. Now, the one stat, and please do not take this as an excuse, Blake Snell's salary is more than the whole Brewers pitching staff altogether for 1 year. So they're one pitcher, and I'm not saying, and here's the thing that I saw someone made a comment that depending on who wins this series, if the Dodgers win this series or if the Brewers win this series, if the Brewers win the series, great. If the Dodgers win this series, that when it comes to 2027, that we could be seeing a lockout because people are going to say that baseball needs a salary cap. And there are some that strongly feel that way, and there are some that strongly feel the opposite way. And I'm going to tell you, I honestly believe if there is a lockout that comes later on in 2027, I don't know that baseball will recover as well from it, because I think there are a lot of people that will be against them locking out and staying out.
It took a while for the NFL to get recovered when they did the lockout in '84. So I fully was it '84 or '80?
There was one in the '80s, and then there was that threat of one recently too.
Right, the '80s. I remember that lockout. Okay, because that was impactful to me that was my days with my daddy. So I remember that quite well. And I was I don't know if I was a preteen or if I was already a teenager. So that's where it's 82, 84. But yeah, I remember that they would show and the stadiums were empty. Like there was hardly anybody going. And it took a while for them to recoup what they lost. So in today's society where things happen so quickly, I would think that would be a monumental task to overcome, especially on the emergence of all the different options out there. You've got the Savannah baseball thing and the banana ball that that could take over. You've got women's sports, soccer, everything that's coming up and being very media driven. You having nothing in the media would be harsh.
So if any of you don't know, the Dodgers won last night 2-1. The Brewers did make it interesting in the 9th inning. They decided when they took Snell out, they decided the bats all of a sudden came alive. And I don't know if any of you have seen it. But yes, we did score 1 in the 9th with bases loaded. But if you didn't catch the unusual double play that we had, it was unbelievable. The Dodgers had bases loaded. Max Muncy hit the ball out to outfield. It would have been a grand slam home run. I'm not lying to you. But our fielder, Sal Frelick, had his glove over the fence. It bounced off his glove. It bounced on the wall, and then they caught it. But because it had bounced and hit the wall, it's not a catch. So it's a live ball like he had a hit. So he threw it in. The guy was going to tag, didn't know what to do, hadn't left, decided to run home. Our relay beat him to home plate. And then our catcher ran to third because the other guy hadn't run either, because he was like, I don't know what's going on. Did he catch it? Was it a home run? Was it not? What? It ended up being a double play. And it was one of the weirdest double plays you've ever seen in a league series. You have to go watch the videos. It's unbelievable. It was really cool. But even our outfielder was like, what just happened? The one he's like, what exactly, how did they rule that and all that?
Well, really- and I can only imagine how the scorecard looks, because you had the catcher on third base tagging out.
Yeah, it was 8-6-1, I think, for that one. And so the Dodgers are up 1-0. The second game of the series is tonight. It will start at shortly. And then the other series, since we last talked, the Tigers lost to Seattle and Toronto beat the Yankees. So it is now a Seattle-Toronto series. Seattle has taken the first 2 games in this series. Last night yesterday they won 10-3. I was surprised that it was such a big score. And the night before it was 3-1. So Seattle's bats are really going at it. Now I will tell you, Seattle and Milwaukee are the 2 teams that have never won a World Series.
Well, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That score last night rivals some of the football scores we've had. Exactly. I mean, I think the Jets would enjoy having a score kind of similar to that.
Hey, the Jets were beating the Broncos for a minute. But I'm actually, never mind. We're talking MLB. I'll shut up.
No,
okay. That's okay. I mean, those are the playoffs right now. Seattle they're traveling, so they play 2, 3, and then 2 if they need it for the series. So they played the first 2 in Toronto and beat them. Now they go to Seattle for the next 3 games. Yes. So we'll see.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so today's their travel day, and we'll see what happens tonight between the Brewers and the Dodgers. It is going to be I'm gonna I'm going to hack this name because I don't know. Noshibu Yamamoto against Freddie Peralta for the Brewers. So
isn't he that like guy who's caught up in some like Real Housewives drama?
I don't know. Is he?
I think so, or at least last year he was by accident.
Oops.
Sorry. I listen to celebrity podcasts, okay?
Yeah. But
I'm
Carrie,
glad you tried to say that, Candy, because I trip over my own tongue like 3/4 of the time. And yeah. Rob and Colby's favorite thing to do is make fun of the names I create for people.
Oh, yeah. I do.
Sports. I'm really good about combining a whole bunch of names into one.
Okay. I like to change them just a little bit. Like we have a road over here that it's called Power Line, and I call it Power Trip Road. You know,
I love it. I love it.
Who you're thinking about then?
I love it.
So Carrie, let's transition over because we've had some big different. The parity in the NFL this year is I can't believe I've never seen it like it is.
Well, I mean, the team that trounced Panthers lost to didn't the Bills like totally shut you guys out or something, and then ends up losing to the Dirty Birds, or am I getting that all mixed up? But even
we haven't played the Bills yet.
Oh, you haven't played the Bills. It's just very weird. The teams that are winning but losing at the.
I'm just gonna say.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. What my little sports conspiracy for the last 4 years, and Megan is aware of this. I'm just glad that David Tepper has finally paid whatever debt he owed to Jerry Jones off. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that one
got inducted into the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame this year on Mott's Field. So I'm just saying. And shout out to Bryce for having great game management and time management at the end of the fourth.
Hey, your Panthers are really, last year I told you that I felt like they had turned the corner and were coming up and coming. And I hear some of the pundits now on ESPN agreeing with me that they are. I'm like, you should have joined my boat last year, but I'll let you all know. It's fine.
That's because ESPN listens to us.
I think they do.
I really do think they do too.
Hello, folks. We've had some interesting things happen in both NCAA and in NFL. Penn State, I'm going to apply. I've decided after much consideration, I'm going to go ahead and apply for the head coach because they are now missing one. I feel like the expectation levels are low enough for the next person to come in that I can handle that. You ladies will be on my staff. Just putting that out there. It was a shock, but not really. I did see that he's already had 5 recruits that he had in the next 2 classes have already decommitted. So he's already seeing the program taking a hit. But he had the masses not happy. So it's the money has to be happy. And the performance has to be there. And those 2 things were not aligning.
Yeah,
we've also seen
paying him over $50 million over the next couple of years.
For the next 6 years, he makes $700 and so many $1,000 every week or something stupid. Yes.
That's one of the biggest contracts any college has eaten, I think. And that's surprising because he actually turned that program around.
I don't understand what happened and where the disconnect was.
Behind the scenes. They're blaming it on that, but there's always something behind the scenes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
and we also saw the Titans coach canned. Feel really bad because here's yet another brand new quarterback to the league that's going to have a new head coach next year. And we're doing that to a lot of these young quarterbacks, which, that's not, doesn't provide a seamless platform for them to grow. And I think that's kind of where you see where like Daniel Jones and Baker Mayfield actually succeeding because they are finally in an environment that is pretty stable. And I like that for them.
Yeah.
And we've also had lots of controversies out there on lots of things. Hello. Kneecap biting Motor City. Love it.
Is that
Jeremy?
is that Scott?
Smoking Jeremy B.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, I loved your article this week too, by the way. I shared it. I think you did a great job with that. I think that you might have seen a very pissed off Kansas City Chiefs team on the field. I mean, I was watching them and I was like, man, they are playing with a chip
They
on
lost
their
to the
shoulder.
Jags.
Yes, and then very embarrassing style. And both our special teams and defense took it personally because they took it on the chin. They took a lot on the chin on those, and they had the willpower that night. It was a great game. I enjoyed it not only because I'm a Chiefs fan, but because it was really until the last 2 minutes. There was no way that you could say yes, this game's over because the Lions are notorious of being able to bring out and go off at any moment. So I enjoyed that game. There's games we watched that I was yawning and sleeping through. So that one was one that, this last weekend. So that was one that did not lose my interest. Yeah.
That's because you were winning.
Huh?
That's because you were winning.
No, listen. It helped. It helped. But I think I did 1,000 steps back and forth in my living room pacing that entire second half. So yeah, it wasn't over until that last minute and a half, I thought.
And Jeremy, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I just saw Jeremy's comment. Even though we won, I will say the officials in my game tried real dang hard to give that game to the Cowboys. There were like 5 calls that were totally bogus, including illegal formation. Like, even Cowboy fans beside me were like, that wasn't illegal. Like, I mean, it was totally, like, some of it was completely, utterly bogus. And, yeah, but
I'm going to tell you, I love the trick play where Goff got to score the touchdown and then it was taken back.
Yeah.
I understand why it was taken back. The Chiefs have had that happen to us in Raider Stadium is the most recent time I can remember, but it may have been even newer than that. But those are fun to see and exciting, and it's totally off script. And as one of the pundits said today, those that are really off script and really fun to watch, they are also exploiting a rule that may or may not be enforced when you do those trick plays. So to be honest, I was really sad that came off the board. I mean, it was fun. And I think that's what deflated the sales for the Lions because I never saw Goff smile again.
Aww.
That was the first 7 minutes, and I did not see Goff. Normally, you look over there, and he's got a very relaxed face, or he's into it. And every time they showed him, I mean, he'd been timing, but I felt bad for him because I'm like, I feel like he was deflated from that first drive, and then just never got his huspa back or whatever you want to call it.
Well, do y'all want to let's go ahead and share the happy story for the evening?
Let's do. Candy, you want me to? I do have it pulled up here, but I also want to let you do it if it is something you would like to do.
No, you can go for it. You're doing NFL. My happy story right now was my Brewers are in the, so, I mean.
When it up, Candy. When it up. You check my cubbies out.
So, in speaking of the Jags and their successfully beating Mahomes and Tribe, and I think that was Trevor's first time to defeat Mahomes, and so I'm excited. That was a great thing for him. This last week in week 6, Wesley Hines Allen, his 8-year-old son, was the honorary captain because he has completed his cancer treatment and he is in remission. Kendall Fuller, he was once us. Interesting. I liked him. Well, they got to have somebody there. The poor Lions are depleted, just like we see the 49ers. But there's a really neat video of his son walking out there with his 8-year-old son holding his dad's hand and walking out there to the captain and shaking everybody, and everybody really including his son. And it was neat. It was that whole feel good. Oh, the mama heart, the tender heart person I am. I loved that. I loved that for their family. I loved it for drawing attention to the pediatric cancers, because typically that's kind of overshadowed by other adult ones. So
I want to say his son was just diagnosed like December of 2024.
Yeah, it was like, I think yes, the final week. Wesley was diagnosed with leukemia the final week of 2024 season and completed his cancer treatment in August.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fantastic. Anyway, it was a neat thing. I do think the Jags are a fantastic organization, and I love that that's what they did for the Catch a Cure with this being the cancer awareness.
I agree. Thought it was class.
Yeah.
Do you want to segue?
Next week we'll go over tip off too. Next week with Megan back, we'll go over tip off because I knew we were running short on time.
Oh, we are. But is there anything else you want to give us, some highlights and some little teasers to get us to get our people come back?
No, I mean, it was a good time. We Megan and I have to still clip some stuff from the ACC from our questions that were asked in the big room. She asked some really good questions. I think Jen, a couple of them were actually clipped by the some of the teams.
Jen, why don't you tell people what tip-off even is? Because like you might not know it, but most people might not know.
Right, most people don't. So the ACC tip-off is the basketball media days for men and women, college hoops here in the ACC. So all 17 schools are represented. I made some great contacts. Like, we're going to have Coach Legit Jock on from Syracuse. I love her. She's just a good woman. We saw Commissioner Jackie Carson. We talked to Coach Davis, Coach Shire of Duke, Coach Carol Lawson. We talked to everybody. Coach Mox from UVA. Like, we talked to everybody. So it was a really great 3 days. And honestly, it was really nice because Megan was able to really cover more of the big conference room, and I was able to cover the breakout rooms too. So it was a really good time.
Fantastic. Can't wait to hear more about that.
So, yeah, and I'll go ahead and start uploading the content that I have on our page. And Candy, I'm going to WhatsApp it to you so you can also do some shorts and upload it to our YouTube page if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you can take your time. It's fine. But yeah.
Sounds
do it tonight after your second show. Okay, now segue
she only
into
wants
your
it
show.
done in the next 30 minutes, but no pressure.
No pressure. We've only waited 7 days to do it. Okay.
And you haven't even gotten it to me yet.
Exactly. 30 minutes after I'm done, I expect it up and perfect.
Just like all of his chicks. Up and perfect.
Exactly.
So I'm sending it to you and not Carrie because she'll be too time constraining. I love you, Carrie. You try to be a perfectionist like me.
Yes.
Candy doesn't try, it just comes out perfect.
Well, and then my plate, like everybody else's, is overflowing, and I just don't have enough for even a crumb right now. 12 days, right. I will. In the next 12 days, I may become very gray. Just putting that out
there. So day 13, you're going to see your hairstylist?
Day 13 or in 14 days, I will no. I will be either shaved head or a brand new hair color. We'll see. I don't know that there's anything else. We do want to let Candy go. We've hit our 30 minutes.
Yeah.
As always, we love having our audience. You mean so much to us. What you don't know is you encourage us when the world may be throwing stuff at our feet. We know we have friends and followers that care. So throwing the hat back out there to all of you. We appreciate you more than we can express.
Yes.
And
Don't cry, Carrie.
Oh, no crying tonight. No.
All right, girl. All right.
I'm very thankful for those of us. I'm very thankful for this platform that we have and the opportunity that we get to come on every week.
Yeah.
So we love you too, Jeremy. And
love you.
To our audience, we love you. We love you. We look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Please be blessed and have a great week.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
And check out Candy's other show on that other network.
On South Florida Tribune. Sorry, I was there first. That's
You're right. It's right. You're also married to the owner. I get it.
Has its perks and other things.
That's
bye, ladies.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great week.